This club never ceases to amaze as this evening, tonight, this morning, whatever time you want to call it, Gianluca Di Marzio is reporting that talks between Tottenham and Atalanta have come to a stop and they could be done definitively as Tottenham are unhappy with the negotiations that went on today. A bit of an update as well from Fabrizio Romano, which I will bring you. But this is genuinely shocking. I mean, I'm actually surprised, which I don't really know why. It just seems to be whenever we get this fantastic news, whenever we get these updates that something could happen, that something may actually be going our way, within a matter of hours, everything is crushed. It happened with Poch, it happened with Conte, it happened with Jules Koundé, and it looks again as though it may have happened with Cristian Romero. I'm going to bring you through, first of all, the tweet that Fabrizio Romano put out, kind of clarifying the situation, which is kind of a lot of what we spoke about in the stream tonight at 11:15, about 2 hours ago. But just there's a bit more added to that. So what Fabrizio Romano said was, to be clear, Tottenham and Atalanta had new contacts today, but they've still not reached an agreement for Cristian Romero. We knew that. We said that repeatedly on the stream earlier today. Atalanta have not accepted Spurs' bid yet. Again, we knew that, but then he added, Tottenham are not happy with the situation. Romero hopes or wants to join Spurs, but it's not a done deal yet. So the bit that he added there is something that we didn't fully know. We could have kind of gathered it from what was going on. But Tottenham were not happy with the situation. And Di Marzio, in the last 10 or so minutes, has put up an article that is damning towards Tottenham's pursuit of Cristian Romero. And the title of the article in itself is Strong Stop in the Negotiations Between Atalanta and Tottenham for Romero. He says the meeting in the evening between the two companies did not produce the desired effects. The negotiations could have stopped definitively. Again, this is an Italian article. It's a bit of a broken translation on Google. We'll definitely get do our best to understand it. He says the negotiation between Tottenham and Atalanta for Cristian Romero suffered a sharp slowdown after the meeting which took place in the evening between the two companies. In the contacts made in the last few hours, the clubs wanted to close the deal to bring the defender to Spurs. Instead, the parties left badly and the meeting did not have the desired effects. The negotiation could even be permanently skipped. We will see if in the context of the next few hours there will be margins to mend and resume the well-started discourse of the past few days. So, as Di Marzio was saying, the next few hours are absolutely crucial to this deal. He says, on the intentions of the player, Romero, for his part, pushes a lot for the clubs to find a solution and become a new Tottenham player. Again, we've known that for so long, that Romero wants to play for Spurs. He's already agreed personal terms. He also made it known to Atalanta in the past few hours he wants to do everything possible to wear the Spurs shirt. There's the bit of hope we have left in this, is that Romero really wants this deal and does seem to be willing to push for it. The Argentine will return on Saturday from holidays and is currently called up for Monday to start preparing for the new season with the Nerazzurri. In the past few hours, the parties seemed close to an agreement to close the deal. Atalanta wanted to stall while waiting to find the replacement, while Tottenham tried to accelerate to have the player available well in advance of the start of the Premier League. Only in the next few hours will it be possible to understand why this step backwards happened and the possible margins for concluding the deal. And I see people saying, well, this isn't on Tottenham, it's on Atalanta. I do think they haven't acted exactly in a respectable manner within these negotiations, with the rumours of them upping their price of the player and all that. But what I will say is Tottenham simply cannot, in any stretch of the imagination, go into these negotiations tonight, say, okay, we'll make a €50 million bid, and expect the deal to be immediately done on their terms. That is not possible. We have known for 2 weeks now at this stage how much Atalanta wanted for him. We knew how much they wanted. We decided to stall it this long. We are the reason that this deal is in the situation it's in right now. We knew how much they wanted. If we had offered that, if we wanted to have him in our first team for the first game of the season so bad, we would have got this deal done. We should have got this deal done. This is not on Atalanta. They are absolutely spot on to be holding out until they find a replacement to let Romero go for many reasons. For the same reasons that we should have done that with Toby Alderweireld before letting him go to Al Duhail. Atalanta, in their attempts to get a replacement, will get a cheaper deal. They'll have easier negotiations, and they may well get a better player in trying to replace him, whether it's Mary Demiral or Luis Felipe or Matteo Lovato or any of the other names that are being mentioned right now. This is on Tottenham. And I understand why people are saying, well, Atalanta are partly to blame as well. They could have dealt with this better, but we can't demand this deal get done as fast as we possibly want it, when for the last 2 weeks we've been sitting on the valuation that they have made of the player. We've been sitting on the amount that they said they would accept to get this deal done, and now here we are. That we're pulling out, or potentially pulling out of negotiations because Atalanta want to find a replacement before they let him go. I really don't know why I'm surprised, to be perfectly honest. I really don't. I'm just keeping an eye on Twitter now to see if Fabrizio Romano has a say in this. But again, as Gianluca Di Marzio has said, the next few hours is crucial in this. It could very well be a situation that everything is clarified in the morning. We could have news of a deal agreed in the morning. We could have news of Romero staying at Atalanta, or maybe even going back to Juventus next season. But as it stands right now, it's not going very well. Tottenham Tears here did a summary of the situation of what happened in the last hour on Twitter. They said, initially, Tottenham are willing to meet Atalanta's demands for Romero. Atalanta want to sign a replacement before it goes through. Spurs are not happy. Tottenham want the deal to speed up. The meeting then left on bad terms. Look, I know people are saying Di Marzio has been wrong in the past. He has. Of course he has. Every journalist has been wrong in the past. Fabrizio Romano has been wrong in the past. He's been wrong this summer. Everyone has. I'm having a look at Twitter here. As you're saying, I don't know. I can't see anything new on this one. There's certainly nothing from Fabrizio. Yeah, if you know who's tweeted or whatever, I'd appreciate a name or something so I can check. But it's absolutely gut-wrenching, to be perfectly honest. Look, again, it's not completely over yet. There is still hope in this one. Again, Romero wants this deal to happen. If he tries hard enough to push it through, there is a chance that can happen. But the latest rumours on this one certainly are not positive, and they're not positive at all. I'm still keeping an eye here on Twitter. There's nothing there. I don't know if you've seen from a certain source, please let us know. And I'll absolutely get the update then, but there's nothing there at the moment. Bob says, Matt, how do you personally feel? Absolutely heartbroken. Completely heartbroken. Says, check the Spurs web. I've spoken about all those updates. I read the article from Di Marzio. Any updates from Di Marzio we have gone through already. As Ben says, it's the hope that kills you. And I do apologise, Ben, because in trying to get the stream started, I forgot to mention that you have become a championship member. I do appreciate you supporting the channel, and I do appreciate you supporting the channel membership. Thank you so much for that. For anyone who is joining, it looks as though Tottenham were extremely unhappy with Atalanta wanting to hold on to Cristian Romero until they found a replacement, and for that reason, talks have now stalled, and talks could be definitively over, according to Gianluca Di Marzio, if things don't resolve themselves in the next couple of hours. This could be a situation that is resolved overnight. Either way, whether it's good news or bad news for Spurs, but I just had to hop on and bring that update. As much as I enjoy bringing the good news, I have to bring the bad news with it. Govan, the £2 super chat, thank you so much for that. Says, I'm prepared to wake up to bad news in the morning. And I certainly am as well. But look, we're getting used to it. We are getting used to it. Just to reiterate, I think Spurs are to blame for this. We've had the valuation of the player for the last couple of weeks. We sat in it. We did nothing about it. In fact, we continued to offer a nice bit short of that valuation. We finally got in with the correct offer tonight and expected the deal to get done as quickly as possible. In our terms, that's not going to happen. It's simply not going to happen. Atalanta are well within their rights to hold on to the player until they find a replacement. This is Tottenham's fault. And I don't think that there's too much more to say to that. Let me know your thoughts in the live chat. Let me know your thoughts in the comments as well after the stream. But just wanted a quick update to bring that news to you and let you know that this could potentially be off. But for now, as always, thanks for watching.